And here's Marcielle. So this is being recorded, and I will put whatever we come up with tonight. I take the recordings and I put them onto YouTube. And if you ever want to go back and review this or share it with your kids, or I don't know if you ever want to do anything with it or not, but it'll be on YouTube.
Oh,
And
that's great. Okay.
I'll share the link with you. Hi, Marcielle.
Well, I can't see anything, but hi anyhow.
Hey, we can see you.
You can't.
And,
What's on your screen?
It says, let's see, what doesn't say anything. Oh, it says no download, free play. There's a whole bunch of things.
Yeah.
Do you see on your screen a little microphone somewhere?
John
Looks like
isn't
it.
here. Usually he helps me,
No.
but they went on a
Okay,
date.
because it shows that you're muted, but I guess I'll just leave you on my phone so you can still participate in this.
Who's talking?
That was Rick talking to Connie. And that works to keep Connie on the phone. The audio is fine. I can hear her. So
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
so you still can't see us though, Marcielle?
I still don't. I don't know. You know how good I am with phones and computers and stuff.
Darn.
I don't know where to go with this to try to find you.
Huh? Because we can see
I
you and
saw
hear
you
you.
for a second. Let's see. I saw you for a little bit, but you're wasting time with me. So the rest of you
Oh,
guys,
no, we want you to see what's going on.
Yes, we do.
what's going on?
Well, so far it's just us chatting, but we're gonna.
I've seen
good.
people chat before.
But I don't know if you remember what I look like.
Well, I haven't seen you for a long time, so I might not remember how you look any more than I remember how anybody else looks of cousins that are now climbing in their graves, I guess.
So are you guys? I'm just curious. So did you guys know each other growing up? Rick and Connie, did you know Marcielle growing up, or how
I did.
close are you guys?
I knew Rick when he was just a little kid, and I was just a little kid.
Yep,
At Grandma Chandler's house mainly on
That's
the front
it.
lawn
yeah,
on Sundays.
yeah, that would be it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful
you-
memory.
And
You
there's
didn't know Connie though growing up?
No. How old is Connie?
I don't know.
2 years younger than me.
See, she wouldn't have been there at all then. But
Do you remember having a reunion up close on the north end of Weiser? Seemed like we
Yes.
had a reunion up there.
And the funny thing is, I remember bits and pieces. Are you talking about up at the Institute or up there somewhere?
Up that direction, that's all I can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Either up there or close to the cemetery. I'm not sure which, but somewhere up that direction.
Yeah, well, I think I was there, but I can't remember. I know you and Vicky, and
Okay.
I remember your dad so well. In fact, I was in love with him.
Oh dear, okay. Well, I don't mind that. Yeah.
But I don't know
So-
how I'm going to see you guys at all. I just don't know what to do.
Maybe just try clicking on some things and see if something happens. But let me,
Uh,
Connie, so where do you live? Are you in Utah or some other state, or where are you?
Connie?
Me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm in Idaho.
Okay,
Yeah,
which part?
we both live in Nampa.
Okay. Well, I thought you were down in Salt Lake Valley somewhere. Well, I guess
No, Gary, guess where Gary lives?
Here he is, except he's on a mission now, right?
He's driving to the mission. Yeah, I just
Oh,
was texting back and forth with him.
oh, I see. I've talked to Gloria several times since our last meeting here, and she doesn't have a computer to do this with. She thinks she can do it on her phone. Can she? Artie, can she do this on her phone?
yeah. Yeah, Connie's on a phone.
Is she with us right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloria?
No, Connie is.
I'm talking about Gloria.
Yeah, And I don't have, I didn't send anything to Gloria, so unless you forwarded the email to Gloria that has this stuff on it, then I don't, I didn't send her anything.
Well, I've just talked to her, and she's the one who got in touch with Gary for our last meeting. She just let him know about it.
Okay,
and
well,
he
here
was-
comes, Kamillia just clicked in.
Oh, I wish I could get on here. How do you do it?
There's gotta be something you can click on to bring the screen up. Are you on, you're on that the computer that Sarah got for you?
Yeah, I don't like it, but I'm on it.
Okay,
It says
Hello.
start a 3-month trial.
don't start a 3-month trial of anything.
Okay, well.
Okay, hello, Kamillia.
Not married.
Okay, well, Marcielle, hang in there with us and just try clicking on stuff on your computer, but don't spend any money. And
Oh, it says to complete my purchase. I guess I better not do that.
you don't have to buy anything to get on this call. And
Well-
I'm gonna go to these photos so we can start looking at them, and we could.
Who do we
This
have?
is-
Who's
we've
in
got-
this meeting?
We've got Rick Chandler, Connie Chandler, and you and Marcielle and me.
But I'm not really there. I'm only halfway there.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm only half there. And I'm looking. New meeting, join. Oh, I got some pictures.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay,
Grandma, front of the house.
so well, right now I'm scrolling down to where I want to start.
Okay. I just saw Dan Daniels fly by.
Okay,
See Grandma? Okay.
so I'm just gonna just start clicking on photos, and you guys tell me what you know. This was a photo my sister Annette sent to me the other day. And my sister Nancy says she thinks it's Mary Ann Hulse. And Mary Ann Hulse, do you guys know who she is? She's
Grandma's mother.
Grandma's mother.
okay, I couldn't remember what it was.
She's
Anyway,
somebody's mother.
any confirmation, yay or nay, as to whether this is Mary Ann Hulse?
I have no way of knowing.
Go away.
I don't know.
Okay,
So,
Well,
go
I
ahead.
was thinking it was also. I don't know if we can do some other research on that particular picture and find that out.
yeah,
Didn't-
I don't. One of the things that I can do on here when I'm trying to find figure something out is if I go over here to the main photo page. Am I on the main photo page? I am. And I can like type in, hopefully it'll bring it up, Mary. Oh, why is it
Chandler.
not? I don't want Mary Chandler. This is certainly not perfect, but I can go to, because I can sort them by names and photos. And I can, oh, there, I found Mary Ann Hulse. And this shows me all the photos I have.
That
Then-
and that one looks like the same picture.
Yeah, it really does.
And so there's one of the photos. There's that one, and then there's that one. So is that the same person?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell
Well,
because the
I
angle is
would
so different.
say yes, but
Yeah. So
So
that's our
now-
best guess at this point for this photo
Yeah, it
anyway.
is.
okay.
All right.
Moving right along.
Yeah, I will go back to the Chandler Line album that I started, and now actually I want to put it while I'm at it. Let's see. Mary Ann Hulse, I opened up Family Search over here just so I could. So she would have passed away in 1934. So I want to put a date on that photo.
Oh, goodness.
to give it just a ballpark idea of, okay, this would have maybe been in the 1920s or something like that. If she passed away in 1934, we could probably just say that's in the 1920s. What do you guys think?
She looks quite old there, but
Yeah, it even could have been in the 1930s.
Okay, we could just call it 1930. And again, we'll never know for sure, but it gets us close to the right era anyway. So I'll just call it 1930. And I will make a note up here that we're saying, oh, I already wrote around 1930.
Good job.
Yeah, that was yeah, that puts us in the right ballpark. So, okay.
Okay.
Hey, just a note before you go to the next photo. I'm
Yeah.
just waiting for a little bit for more of the family to be online here. I was visiting with Vic this afternoon over at her house. I want to go over there this afternoon to say hi to her and to Jerry. He was diagnosed 5 weeks ago with cancer in his lungs. And just said they found a big black ball about the size of a baseball in his lungs. And they found out yesterday, they said he has 6 months to a year to live. And yesterday they said it was actually throughout his entire body. And he passed away last night.
Oh, no.
oh my gosh. Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Yeah, so that's why she's not with us tonight on this. So
Oh, yes, of course.
Well,
Um,
I'm sorry for.
well, that's very sad. So sorry.
How,
yeah.
how
so
is Vicky?
the 6 months to live
Well,
was way off then,
Yeah, because we didn't even make it 6 weeks.
right? So,
Mm.
right.
and he didn't even know he had cancer up to then.
Not until 6
And
weeks
he had
ago.
it That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I see myself. I see you now, Rick, and I don't know who this, oh, it's Connie.
Yep. that's
Okay,
fine.
you look like you belong to Connie.
It's me.
Well,
And Chad just came in, our brother Chad.
Good.
Hello, Chad, can you hear us?
see him now. too.
Yeah, I
Hi,
can hear
Chad.
you guys.
Hi, Chad.
Oh, I'm
Aloha.
looking at you, Arden, not Chad. I don't know where Chad.
Your voice is really gravelly, Marcielle. We're not hearing you clearly. Just
Sounds like maybe
sorry.
you.
Marcielle,
what
try
can
to
I do?
speak more. Marcielle, try to speak more clearly.
Well,
so
It doesn't sound like,
talking.
it doesn't sound like you're not speaking clearly. It sounds like there's some other thing that's open that's causing your voice to be wavy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have
So-
no idea what to do about it.
so
I'm just
hey,
lucky to be here.
Fine.
I can,
Yeah.
something I want to mention is that some of the
What?
photos I put in this album, I'm calling this album the Chandler Line, but I've downloaded a bunch of old photos from my brother Terry, who had a bunch of photos on a Flickr account, and some of them might be Comptons, and I am not sure. So this next photo, in fact, I'm going to click on it.
That's
I don't know
Compton.
for sure if it's a Compton or if it's a Chandler or a
this is
hubby.
a comp.
You think that's a Compton?
Yes, that
Okay.
is,
Yeah.
that is our Grandpa Compton's mother. Am I correct, Marcielle?
Mary
Ellen
Ann
Swift, I think is her name.
Swift.
Isn't it?
Yes, she was the second wife of our great-grandfather.
But,
Okay.
but Rick and the Chandler people don't really care too much about
Right.
her.
I just wanted, since I just wrote on there Ellen Swift, and I'm just going to remove her from this album now that I've got an opinion on that, and I will go back and finish now that I know Ellen Swift, I'll fix that later. I'm just removing her from the album.
Okay.
So how about this person? Anybody have any idea who this is?
I can't see your face. I can only see your stomach. So it's really hard to tell. My stomach.
I see
Oh,
I see
this
Marcielle's
is the
face.
This is the Compton's line. On the Compton side, anyway.
You think this is on the Compton side?
Yes.
Okay,
That's a fantastic dress.
well, I will just,
Early. Yes.
I'm
I
just gonna
bet it was
say on
really
here,
hot, too.
Compton side, and I will remove her from this album. And
Okay.
we'll go back to her another call.
Okay.
And how about this photo? Any idea who these people are? Anybody?
Not sure.
Don't recognize them.
Okay,
What?
Don't recognize them.
okay, I'm just gonna say not recognized on call.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there for now. Now, here's a photo where I recognize some
Well, we
people.
got a bunch of Chandlers here. Daniels and Comptons, and isn't that Gloria over there, and Gloria and Ann maybe?
Okay, so let's
That's
let's
Mother Maxine.
let's go slowly. So this is this Maxine? Who's this? That my mouse is on.
It's Maxine, I believe.
Okay.
Anybody else?
No.
Okay. And then that's our mother, Mary. And do we know who this person is here?
I think it's Ann. I know the other one is Gloria, but I think it's Ann, but I can't see her face very well, so.
So
Yeah,
Gloria-
it just kind of looks like her though.
So that's
Yeah.
Gloria in the peach kind of colored there.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now I was guessing, I wrote on here, guessing it looks like Provo around 1970. Anybody have a
Provo?
better guess than that?
Well,
I don't know why they would be there in Provo.
I don't either.
it could be in Sandy. There are some pictures of some of the Daniels and Mom and Dad, you guys, at our place in Sandy.
And that could be, yeah.
Okay, that maybe I've got the mountains in the background wrong. That could be Sandy.
Well, the
So
mountains would be okay if it's Sandy, actually.
yeah, I
I
think you're right.
So is that Maxine in the foreground?
I think
Yes.
so.
Mhm.
Okay, so we'll call this Sandy rather than Provo. And again, my guess was around 1970, but I don't know. I mean, I just gave it a real general sweeping ballpark guess because it's just looking at my mother's age there, maybe late 60s or early 70s. Anybody?
I would agree.
Late 60s, more likely. We moved to Pleasant View in 72. So
You
I'm
lived in,
guessing,
when did you live in Sandy?
well, in the 70s.
Hello?
Not,
Hey,
no,
you hung up or we got
In the
disconnected, so I
60s.
just called back to make it stay connected.
Yeah, it's echoing so bad I can't understand anybody, Rick.
Well, I better not talk
So
anymore.
Is
I
that-
decided I better just hang up. I was gonna call and let you know.
Is that better? I moved it away from the computer. Is that any better?
It is with you, it's okay.
How is
Okay,
it
is
with
it-
me?
Somebody else is on, then it just echoes like crazy and I can't understand, what
Oh.
they're saying.
That's too bad. Is that still echoing then?
Yes. When he talked, could you hear Arden?
I could just barely hear him.
Yeah, I moved it
No.
away from the speaker, darn it.
Yeah,
Well, and would you look around on your phone on the screen? Because on the bottom left-hand corner, you should see a little microphone symbol with a slash line across it.
yeah, I was, I'm not in there anymore.
And we see your name, but not your face. Yeah, try going out of it and coming back in.
Huh?
Try just going out, leaving the meeting, because it'll say that in the bottom right-hand corner. Leave the meeting and then come back in.
I'll try.
Okay,
Okay, thanks, Rick.
Yep.
Bye.
bye.
That is grandmother Chandler.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'm wondering what date to put on this one. What do you guys think?
Trying to figure out where she is.
Yeah, I do not know where she is.
That's how I remember her, just a few years before she passed away.
Yeah. But it's definitely not in the house on Main Street. And I don't think, I'm trying to think what's in that little cottage she was in across from the church.
There was,
She was with the Daniels for a while, and then mom and dad took her to Pleasanton, I guess it was.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
was
I
in
thought.
Pleasanton
She
in
died.
1977 and 78 before she passed away.
I was
So-
wondering if anyone recognized the room that she's
I-
in.
I don't.
I don't.
There's
It-
not much there.
It could have been the rest. She went to a rest home for just a small window of time before she passed away. And that could have been there.
I don't think
Yeah.
so, Artie, because she looks like she's quite well here.
Okay,
And she went to the rest home because she was very ill.
right.
This, I almost know where this is, but I don't. I've seen the photo a number of times, and I really thought at one time, I think I knew where this was, but it's so like her, isn't it? The way she's sitting,
Yeah, it is. It's
the way
great.
she has her face on her hand and her arm across her lap.
Kamillia, when was the last time you saw her?
I saw her when we took a trip, our family. So that would be probably about 1977 or 78. When did she die?
So
What was her-
she died in 78.
Okay, so she was still in the cottage. And so it was probably more like 74.
You
I'm
never
not
saw
exactly
her.
sure.
You
I
never
haven't
saw her
seen-
when she was with mom and dad in Pleasanton?
No, I never did.
Could this be at the Daniels in Mount Pleasant then?
It could be, because she was there for a while.
Yes, she was.
Well,
I
I'm
just don't think we're gonna have a way to know where that is.
I'm just gonna label it mid 1970s, maybe in Mount Pleasant.
I think that's good.
With the Daniels.
I would label it mid 1970s, sitting in a chair someplace on earth.
Yes, well, that's why I'm the one typing.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
good enough. Okay, what's my next photo? Okay, so that's Kenneth, is that right?
I can't see any pictures anymore.
Well,
Can't.
yeah, there's Kenneth standing up in the back, and Grandpa Chandler sitting on the right-hand side of that picture.
Oh, that's Grandpa Chandler. I got it. I was thinking that was Kenneth, but that's Grandpa Chandler.
Yeah, and then there's Kenneth in the back left.
Do we know who any of these other three people are?
I don't.
I'm having
You call, I,
barely see anything, so I'm going to go to a different room and see if I can see better.
Is that
Um,
is that Kamillia talking?
Yeah,
That's
Okay.
talking.
these pictures of Grandpa Chandler are, until we started doing this stuff, I don't ever remember seeing a picture of him before.
Really?
You know,
Hmm.
That's extraordinary.
Okay.
I think I've lost you all. Just a minute.
Well, I'm gonna change subjects for just a little bit. This picture right here keeps showing up, but I don't
Wait
know
just-
who it is.
You're trying to get a,
Whoa, that's not what I wanted to do. Hang on, back up. Where's that main photo that just keeps popping up all over the place? And now I don't know where it is. Never mind, that didn't work. Okay, but I keep having to remove her because it keeps saying, oh, she's in this photo, but that's not her. So we have,
If there's Kenneth there and if there's Grandpa, could that have been during some event in Weezer and those people we wouldn't know? Or can you recognize any of Grandpa's brothers or sisters? I can't see it well enough to to say.
Me
Yeah,
either.
I
You
don't,
know, maybe in a family picnic or a ward picnic, and based on the vehicles, it's well, the station wagon probably puts it in the early 60s, 60, 61. And then they got a little 51 to 53 Chevy in the background there, or Oldsmobile.
And of course, station wagons, didn't we have a station wagon in the 50s? So I think that could even be in the 50s. I wish I could see Grandpa better. You know, he looked the same for such a long, long time. I can't really see him, but I'd sure know him by his suspenders.
yeah, they're suspenders. So yeah, given that car, should we just say around 1960?
That's probably good.
Okay. Call it around 1960, but it certainly was not February. We'll call it July.
Well, I think you could go for 1965.
Okay, we're gonna go to this photo. Anybody have any idea who's in this photo?
No.
Down here at the bottom, it says, what does that say?
It says,
Something railroad. Something about a railroad company. So I just got an email from Wendy. She said, we really wanted to be on the call, but we're in a campground with no internet. Anyway, okay, so nobody recognizes this group.
No.
Marcielle?
And does it say something about a railroad, really? Can you
Yes,
read
it does. It says somebody railroad. It's so blurry though. Railroad's the only word I can pick out.
so,
Somebody
So we-
rail. Did you say something, Marcielle?
I'm just saying, we just don't know, so
Okay,
why should we spend time on that?
just looking for clues. So
They're
I'll just
really
say,
good looking people.
no, no one recognized. I gotta just make a note. This on the call. Okay. Now this photo, I've done some digging and I've identified who almost everybody on this is. And I made a note here. Upper left is Sarah Sansom. And I can't remember who she is. She's one of our great grandmothers.
Yes, that's right.
And then
Sansom.
what's that, Marcielle?
Sansom, is that what we said?
Yeah.
San-
So I wrote
Oh.
upper left, Sarah Sansom. Bottom left is Sarah Brunkett.
No,
Top middle is Percy George Chandler.
Oh, well, that's interesting. So that's Grandpa's father, right?
Right,
yes.
right. And
Huh.
bottom right is William Wall.
William Wall was, yeah, okay.
But I do not, and then this person was Henrietta Keys, who's one of our great. Yeah,
She was our great. I'm sorry, go ahead, Artie.
No, I just remember she's back there somewhere. I don't remember which grandmother she is.
Marcielle, is she, well, somebody, is she our great grandmother?
I don't know. On the Chandler line?
I just, let's just
Or the
move
Hubby
across.
line?
She's back here somewhere. I don't know. I don't remember where she is.
I'm trying to keep up with that. As you're moving it everywhere.
Okay, but this
Well-
person right here, I've not been able to trace him anywhere. Does anybody recognize who this guy is?
Karen, Karen.
Where is he? Who?
He's right. I'm
Where?
moving my mouse around him.
Karen, would you bring up family search? So I need to log into it.
I just don't know who this guy is. I went around and figured out who all these others are, except the bottom right guy, right in the middle. I have not found him anywhere. I was hoping somebody would know, have some idea. No?
No, not at the moment without bringing it up on a different computer.
Okay. So something I mentioned at the beginning of the call, I've created this album called the Chandler Line, and I'm going to share this with our Chandler cousins, and I can share it with our family, and people can go back and just double check these photos that I put into the Chandler Line album.
Thank you, Artie, so much.
Okay, so this photo, I've got on here Nita and Wallace. Now Rick
Not
just,
well, but Nita and Ken Erickson.
okay, maybe. I just know it somewhere I got the information it was Nita and Wallace, and I thought that was kind of a weird looking picture for Nita and a brother, but is that, you guys tell me.
What do
What's
you
that?
think? Is that Ken Erickson? It's hard to say.
Yeah, I think it's my dad.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. I wish we could see it a little bit better. I agree with you. It's a curious picture if that's Nita and him.
Well, I guess they love each other for sure.
Yeah.
I'll put a question mark on it because we're not for sure. And I can't remember now where, I mean, I wouldn't have just written that on there randomly. In fact, right here, the name of it is siblings Nita and Wallace Chandler.jpg is the name of the file.
Okay.
So for some reason they were taking that pose.
Yeah, could you zoom in on it just a little, just for the curiosity of it?
Okay, let me close that thing out.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I'm making noise. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get rid of this.
Yeah,
I don't know if I tried how to, but.
Okay, that's as much as I can zoom in.
yeah, okay.
That your dad?
I think it is.
Okay, well, we should surely take it from the sun.
So the question I have is, what year should I put on this?
Looks like the 40s.
Okay. Should I just say around 1940? Or do you think later than 1940? Or
What is that thing somebody said, circa? Let's see, that was Kenny, wasn't it?
yeah,
That night.
I just usually say around such and such date. So yeah, there are people that say circa. So I'll just punch in 1940 or so. Is that
Yeah.
close enough?
Mhm.
Okay. And this is,
That's my dad.
that's Wallace. Okay.
Yep.
So again, I want a date. What date would you guess we could put on this photo?
How old does he look? 14?
12?
That's what I say, 10, 12, or 14. He was born in 23. 23.
So if he was born, so we say 1936 or
Yeah, around 36 or 37, somewhere in there. Yeah.
I'll just say 1936 and we'll just make a note that Wallace Chandler around 1936, 37.
Did Wallace have a middle name?
It was Don Wallace, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Wallace is his middle name.
Right.
Huh.
Okay.
He
Okay.
always went by Wallace or Wally
Or Chan.
or Chan. That was the most common one in my growing up years. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
How interesting. Okay. So here's a photo And I have written here Percy Chandler on the far right with
Yeah.
his
No.
siblings.
Oh, yeah, that is. And then his brother, Clarence, in the
Is that his
middle
brother
there.
Clarence?
Yep.
Okay, so so
We've seen the young
Claire,
girl in other pictures, but I can't remember who that is.
so Clarence Chandler, which is Percy's brother.
Is the woman just in front of Grandpa, Aunt Lita?
Oh, probably, you know what? I think you're right. I've seen enough other pictures of her. I am like, now that you say it, bingo, I think you're right. Thank you, Marcielle.
Well, I may
So
be wrong.
I am pretty sure you're right. In fact, so Lita Chandler, let's see what she married
She
I can't think.
married Aldred.
Aldred.
Yeah, Aldred.
That's right. I'll say between the brothers. In fact, I'm going to go to the facial recognition thing. I'll bet you it'll let me pinpoint her face. Nope, it doesn't. Now, wait a minute. It says that's Lucille. I do not think, no, that's not Lucille Compton. That's way
She
off.
would-
And
would
Vera's
not-
not in this. Okay, sometimes the face ID is way off.
So,
Okay,
So,
there we go. That's Lita,
yeah.
Wait, which one?
bottom right. If I can hit the right keys. Lita Chandler.
The facial recognition has a particularly hard time when it was taken as an analog picture, not a digital picture. Have
Yeah.
you noticed that, Arden?
Oh,
That
yeah,
pattern?
absolutely. So this one was the brother,
Clarence.
Clarence. I'm going to add him right now. And let me write that down because I think I've seen other photos of him and I'm thinking, okay, who is that guy? And that's going to help me with some other photos.
That guy is a great uncle for you.
Okay.
And who is right next to Lita?
Well,
Aunt Lita.
A
I have-
younger girl.
I have written up here that Nita's daughter, that Denise, Nita's daughter, is in this photo.
Could
And I
that
don't,
be-
That must be her. That does, I
It
think.
does look like her.
okay, I don't know her at all, but that's the information I got on it. It was that Percy Chandler and his siblings with Nita's daughter was all I had.
Well,
So
that's
can we assume that these two are other siblings? Does he have
Yeah.
two other sisters?
Well,
I
I don't know, but they look alike.
Yeah, they do.
All three of those women, older women, resemble each other. What's this?
So I pulled up Family Search. I'm gonna look to see who are the siblings. So there's Percy Chandler, there's a Gladys Chandler.
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Gladys. I remember that name.
Okay, let me write it down on a piece of paper before I go back to the
Gladys
others.
and Fern.
Yes, Aunt Fern, Aunt Gladys, and Aunt Lita.
Oh, Aunt Fern, yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
So, all right, Fern.
It says Fern Chandler over here.
So
and
let me go
Gladys,
back to the photo.
Lita. They're all listed over there.
Yeah, so any idea which one would be Gladys and which one would be Fern?
No.
I
No.
think the smaller lady is Aunt Fern.
The
'Cause
shorter one?
I remember her as a small woman in my
Okay.
memory.
All right, so I'm gonna do the right there. So we're gonna call her Fern. And
Yeah,
I,
is that
can't-
okay, or Rick?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
okay,
Check
I'm
some
gonna,
other pictures.
she's not in my system yet as a recognized face. So I'm just gonna have to come back to create her and say that's Fern Chandler
Hanson.
Hanson. Okay. And then the other one, I know she's not in the system. So that's going to be Gladys.
What is her name, Marcielle? I can't think of it right now.
Well, I think it's Gladys.
No, Nita's adopted daughter.
Oh, it's Denise.
Denise, that's right.
Okay. So I've got to take a second while all of this is fresh in my memory. So I just had to create a whole bunch of new names.
Hey,
So
I
I've
just
got-
brought,
Go ahead.
I just brought up on a different, on a PC, a picture that shows some of the family there, and it shows, a second. It shows Lita being the tallest of the three sisters.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So Lita might be back left.
Based on this other is a very large, clear picture. Just a second.
That's
Well, let me, where did I see another picture? Oh, let me click on the other photos I have of Lita.
I'm going to leave you a moment to go unload groceries and put them in the fridge. And I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Hey, can you see
So-
this phone picture?
Oh, not very well. Your picture's pretty small because these photos are taking up most of my screen.
Oh, okay.
But look at this. Here's a picture I have that was labeled as Lita.
Hmm.
So if there's a picture of Lita
Here.
and she looks that photo. If we look at this photo of Lita,
I sure wouldn't have recognized her.
that looks like the same person to me right there.
well.
Did you guys
How
follow?
important is it that we get the right name on the right face?
Well, that's a good question. When we can, I like to get it right. But there are times it's like, okay, we just got to say they were there. Did you just send that photo to me, Rick?
I did.
Wow. Yeah, she definitely looks taller in this one than she does in that one. But we'll just say we've got Lita Chandler, we've got Gladys and Fern. Okay. And you're right. Do we split hairs over which one is which? I don't know.
Let's not worry about it now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll go back to the Chandler line. And
What is
So-
this building? Not that it mattered, but what's that?
so actually while we're here, these are they were downloaded 3 different times. Do you guys think that's the same guy in each photo?
Where's all of them?
Just right across the top of the screen, there's 3 photos of a bearded man.
I see.
Yeah. Who's that supposed to be?
Oh, I don't remember. Charles Wesley Holtz.
Okay.
Oh,
And these 3 photos are very similar. In fact, I'm pretty sure this one and this one are exactly the same. So I'm going to delete the second one because we don't need duplicate photos. So I'm getting rid of one of those. The other one, I'm just not sure. But these are pictures of homes. This was a wall home in England. And then this is the William Wall home. William Wall was a great grandfather of Percy Chandler. This is one of the first homes built in Millville, just
That's
over the
fun.
hill from me. I got to go over and see if it's still there, I guess. And then this one says Grandma. This is Ada Whitney Ada Whitney Chandler's birthplace in Millville is that home. And this was the Percy Chandler's birthplace in Millville.
Hmm.
I don't,
So,
I'd like to see these homes. If they're
Yeah,
still standing.
let's go over there one of these days, Marcielle, and
Okay.
see if we can find them.
Who's this hunk over here on the left?
Well,
Whoops.
I have it written down as Kenneth.
Okay, and maybe it is.
What do you guys think?
I think it is him too in his younger years. And the face is shaped right for it.
Okay.
So this would have been about what year?
Mhm.
Probably, I don't know.
Kenneth was born, I'm gonna go over to family search. Kenneth was born in 1911. So this photo, he looks to be about 20. So that'd be 1931, 1930? What do you guys think?
Well, I wasn't alive yet.
Yes,
Oh,
you
come
were,
on.
Marcielle.
you know
Because
darn
I'm
well.
45 now, so.
I'm just gonna say about
Seen that
1930.
picture so many times. You know, he was born when? 19 what?
11.
1911.
1911 and add
You weren't born yet
18
either.
years to that. I'm trying to figure out, he looks so young and he doesn't look married. So I'm,
Let's see now. He
I
hadn't
agree
had
with you.
any kids. He doesn't have any kids yet, so he's still got a body.
Okay,
in any case, add 8, that would be 9. And he would be 29 maybe. But he looks so young.
yeah, I just said about 1930.
That works.
Yeah.
Marcielle, don't be so impatient, dear.
Well, I'm
sister.
holding this computer thing up. And my arm's giving out, so pretty soon I'm going to drop it. And that'll be it for me.
I love that photograph. I just love it. I've seen it before.
Yeah, it is a great photo.
Hey, I missed who that photo was of the guy standing in the stream. Who is it?
It's 10.
Kenneth Chandler.
Oh, okay. All right, got it.
And
I'm
he's
I'm
posing.
trying to do this and watch the BYU basketball game all at the same time.
How's BYU doing, Chad?
Yeah, they're up by 24 points or something. So
Sweet.
Oh,
That's
well,
good.
that-
looks like a win.
Good.
It does
Okay.
look like.
So I
Okay,
believe this is Hazel Hovey.
That's possible.
I don't remember now. A lot of these I uploaded a while ago, and I've done my best to try to give some documentation to them, and I don't remember where I got that information, but I think that's Hazel Hovey. And I guess I'm just,
about what, 14 or 15?
yeah, I would say 15 or 16, maybe 14 to 16, somewhere around there. And so she was born in 1890. So this would have been around 1905. Should we just say around there?
I'll buy that. I don't do math, so whatever you say.
Okay. We'll call it 1905. So again, as we share these, if anybody has better information than what I've got, or something else to really give it a more solid documentation, we can change it. We're just giving our best guess at this point.
Yeah, and it's good.
And that's why I'm asking other people. I don't want it to just be my best guess, because what do I know?
Generally wrong. Okay, here's another one. Well, I see our Chandler grandparents there.
Right.
Yes.
So I wrote Percy George Chandler Ada Chandler with great-grandchildren. And I wrote Elaine Chandler and Darlene Gloria Daniels, but my goodness, I don't have. Oh, it says a few names here. That's where I got those names. There's a few names over here.
Yeah, there's some names over here.
And that's probably as good a
Elaine,
documentation as anything.
Larry,
Yeah.
Elaine and Larry. I didn't call Larry. I did call him last time and he didn't come. And so I don't know if he just generally doesn't want to be bothered or not, but I'll call him after this and see if he wants to come and
Yeah,
join
it would
the
be
party.
good. And if we get Gary settled in, do this another time, he could join us too.
Sure.
So the question I have again now is about what year would this be?
So it doesn't look like there's any Compton kids there. Well, I don't know.
If Anne is in there, Anne was born the same year Carmen was, 1934. Is Anne in there?
It does say Ann's name. Yes, it says Anne Darlene Gloria Daniels.
Okay. Well, let's say Anne was born in 1934. How old does she look? Because I can't see it that well.
I have no idea which one is Anne in this photo.
Can you tell, Marcielle?
Oh, I think maybe it's this one right over here. Does my arrow show to the
No,
rest of you?
your arrow does not show.
So how do I say?
Well,
She's in
what?
the right
just-
middle of it, I think.
So are you
In the
looking at
middle
a?
picture.
Are you looking at a 2-year-old child, a 3-year-old child, or a 4-year-old child? What would you guess?
Well,
Well, it has-
I'm looking at a 5-year-old or more. 5-year-old, I think.
Okay, so if she's 5 and she's born in 1934, this would be 39. Is that
Okay, so, and I might be this baby up here then. Except I'm 45, so I don't know how that could possibly be. Right?
well? We'll just say late 1930s. How's that?
Sounds good.
Maybe I'm that one. Okay,
Probably late 1930s.
Evelyn Blakely, Elaine and Larry, Anne, Darlene, Gloria, Barbara Blakely. I don't know the Blakeleys. Who are they? And it says Aunt Lita is there. I don't see her. Oh, well, let's go on to the next one.
Okay. All right, hang on. I'm gonna put 1938. Just give us a ballpark time frame. And this I have written down as Robert Chandler.
Sure looks like him to me.
So where or what about what year is this? So he was, I'm gonna go to family search. What year is Robert born in?
I don't
He was
know.
born in 1925. So this would be what, is he 17, 18 years old here? What do you guys think?
I think he looks a little older than that, but I don't know.
I don't know either.
That almost looks like it could be a high school picture or something.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Maybe that's when he was a senior. I don't know, but if I go,
He was sure a handsome fellow.
Yeah.
if he was 18 years old, that's 1943. So we'll just say Robert Chandler, early 1940s. And then down here, I'll put 1943.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
And there's Aunt Nita.
That's right.
She looks so good. I think is that when she wore a wig or not? Is that her hair?
No,
No.
But
that-
anyway,
that-
she sure looks.
that's a wig.
Okay, so is this in the 70s, the 80s, or what do you guys think?
I would say the 80s or maybe even early 90s.
Okay. So I am again clicking over to family search. When was Nita born? Nita was born in 1921. So if this was in the 80s, she would be 60 or so years old. Should we just call it 1981 and say she's 60 years old?
If you got family search, when did she die? What year?
Okay, let me see. 2006.
2006. Well, I would say 1999, maybe.
Oh, really? That much later? Oh, really?
That much earlier. That much
Well,
earlier.
Okay. So you're saying around 1999.
If it means
yeah, that's-
anything.
And so, oh, I was
she's
doing my
not
math wrong.
Erickson.
Okay, if she died in 2006. So maybe that's about 1998 or 9.
So that would make her, in 1999, she'd be 78. She doesn't look 78.
No, she doesn't.
She does not look 70s. And she looks happy, and I'm so happy to see that, because I know that all her life was not happy. But she's a Jensen, she's not an Erickson. So she,
Right.
I don't know when she and Ken broke up, or when she married Pete Jensen. I don't know.
Right. So I'm gonna, so if she was born in 1921, I don't know, I think she looks late 50 or early 60 as far as her age.
Boy, she sure looks good for 60.
So if it was 60, it'd be 1981. You think she looks younger than 60? Should we, 50 something?
She's 55 there.
Okay, we'll call it 55. So that would make 1976.
I just looked. She married Jensen in 73.
Okay.
Okay, well, she was a Jensen. We'll just call it Nita Chandler Jensen around 1976. And I have no idea where she's at. Anybody have any idea where she would be?
Nope.
I've labeled it Weezer just because she grew up in Weezer, but she probably wasn't in Weezer.
Spent most of her life in the Portland area, and certainly she and Pete lived on the beach in a beach town for a while.
Yeah, they married in Eugene, Oregon.
Did they? Okay.
Should we call it Eugene?
Oh, maybe.
I'll just give it the clarification, guessing Eugene.
Yeah.
What was that?
The only time I got to know Aunt Nita was in Springdale, Utah. That summer, Jay and I worked at down at Bumbleberry, and Nita was there too. I don't know where she was there with who.
She
Marin.
spent the summer there.
Yeah. But that was, I mean, I got to know her there. It was the only time I was ever around her, you know, with any frequency, but I did get to know her that summer.
I don't know if she was married to Pete Jensen then or not by then.
I'm sorry.
There wasn't a husband there with her at that time. I'm sure of that.
Wasn't that after she was divorced from Ken?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I'm trying really hard to turn off my cell phone.
I was gonna say, somebody's got a lot of feedback echo there.
I'm so sorry, I'm trying to get rid of it.
Okay.
I don't know how.
Well, this photo tells us on the side, Nita, Kenneth, and there's his daddy, which we assume is
Grandpa Chandler, Percy
Grandpa.
Chandler.
Grandpa, yeah.
now, yeah, Percy Chandler and Maxine.
Okay. I bet you Nita wrote that.
And I don't know what that red, where'd that red come from? Was that there before?
Nope.
Did that just go on there?
Yeah,
That red stripe.
it's
How did
like
that-
someone's moving a scribe on it.
How did that happen? That's not from my, that is really weird. Cause I'm the one that, I mean, we shouldn't be seeing anything any of you are doing. How could I have done that? Hang on, let's go. Oh, it's, what is on my screen? It's still there.
Well, I can see it, but I don't know where it's coming from.
I don't either. I've never done any red scribbles on my screen before.
Oh, boy, this is really a mystery.
I don't have any idea what I just did there. That is weird.
Are you sure one of us didn't do it? Like, I'm having so much trouble with my,
I am
Oh.
pretty sure none of you did it. I will do, let me just stop the screen share for a second. Oh, it went away.
Yeah, you don't have to cross your face.
Okay, I'm gonna do screen share again. Let's see if it comes back. It's gone.
Good.
There we go. Okay.
I have
We got
no idea what
another
that
picture
was.
yet?
Okay, so I gotta put a date on this one.
60s.
What?
Okay, 1960 sometime.
It kind of looks like that to me, considering Uncle Ken's age and the dresses, or the dress and the shorts.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just label it 1960. Okay, now this one, I don't know if this one should be in the Chandler line one or not. I know it says Compton is in there. It's something about a flag, something in Weezer.
Well, it's a golden green ball, it's saying.
Oh yeah,
it's-
golden green ball.
Patriotic dance, Weezer Ward. And Dad is there and Mary somebody, I don't know. And Vern Yates, Kent Weber.
I've wondered whether to keep this one because it says my dad's in there, but I don't even know for sure. Is this my dad? Is that my dad? I don't even know. But I hate to
Oh.
just delete photos because I don't know who's in it. Anyway, I'm gonna go on. Let's look at this photo.
Oh, this is a nice photo, but I don't know who they all are. Nita and who's sticking their tongue out?
I believe that's Pete Jensen.
I think so too. Yeah.
I don't know why he's sticking his tongue out like that, but there you go. So do you guys know who these other people are?
Yeah, that's Uncle Ken with the dark glasses on. And
Okay.
that just, forgive me, I can't remember her name. His second wife is with the red
Oh,
hair.
here. Yes, her name is Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene, that's it.
Okay,
And she's still
so
alive, isn't she?
No, she passed away a few months ago.
Oh, she did. Well, I didn't know that. And is Mary still alive?
so
Mary?
is the one that the box is on, is that Mary?
No,
No.
well, I don't know who that is.
I have it labeled as somebody named Mary. Oh, wait. I didn't want to do that. It's labeled Mary Johnson or something like that.
that was Robert's wife.
Mary Johnson. It's labeled as Mary Johnson Chandler.
She's right
Well,
over
they,
here. Well,
they have it stuck in there. It doesn't look like her to me, but
it doesn't look like her to me either, and nor the woman next to her. Who's that woman next to her?
I don't know.
I
The guy in the far right looks familiar. I've seen him before, but I cannot place a name with him right now. And the
Oh.
the white-haired
far-
man also looks familiar to me, but that's not Mary Chandler.
I agree with you. It's not.
So this one and that's kind of got a square around her face. That's not Mary Chandler.
No.
Okay, so let me remove that. I was hoping you guys would know who all these people
is-
were.
Well, we're doing our best.
So the one we do know is the one with the box on his face right now. That's Kenneth. Is that right?
Yes.
And we know
Yes.
that's Nita, and we know that's Pete, but everybody else is uncertain.
No, the
No.
red hair is Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene.
So the one right there is Marlene.
Yeah,
Okay,
That's
hang on. Let me,
Kenneth's second wife.
yeah.
okay, I don't have her listed yet. So Marlene, Kenneth's second wife. Okay. All right, I will label her. And so this would have been much later. I mean, I'm just thinking the last photo we looked at Nita, this looks quite a bit later.
Yeah.
So late 90s? Any guess?
When did she die?
Probably.
Oh, she died in 2006, did we say?
Yeah.
Um,
And Kenneth, when did Kenneth die?
93.
Kenneth died in 93. So if he died in 93, then this has got to be late 80s or maybe around 90. Should we just call it
Mhm.
around 1990?
yeah,
Oh, that works for me, I guess.
Okay.
that these people line up. And
Okay. Anybody know if this is a Chandler or a Compton or a what?
I think it's Compton.
You think it's a Compton?
I do think it's a Compton. Can you get well enough to say that,
Oh, that went.
Kamillia?
I'm sorry,
yeah.
you,
Well, did we lose her?
no, I'm,
I lost where I was in my photos. It skipped out of it.
Well, I'm getting tired, so.
Yeah, so am I. Let
We've
me
been
do this. Let's look at this one last photo here. And so this is Percy George Chandler and Ada Henrietta Chandler. And I'm just wondering about, I think in Weezer.
I think it would be.
And
At the
when would,
church, it looks like, maybe outside the church. But those windows don't look like a home.
no, they don't.
What a different world that was.
So I'm gonna jump over here. When did,
He passed away. He passed away in 1949. Yeah,
And
you
she
got
passed-
that.
she passed away in 1947. So should we just call this around 1945?
Yeah, in the 40s for sure.
Probably.
Whoa, what happened here? I clicked on something entirely different. Where did my photos? It's over here now. Okay, I don't know how I did that. This tells us that Wendy just came in.
Hey, Lynn.
Where is she?
I don't know. I just saw her click in. Wendy, we're about to wrap up. I need to give my brain a break. I do this sometimes, and after a while, I just have a hard time thinking. It's like, okay, my brain is just done. So I'm just gonna label this around 1940.
Okay.
Oops, that didn't work.
I want you to know I am still here.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay, well, I've got this dog right beside me. I probably need to let her out.
okay. I'm gonna call it a night. Thank you, everybody. There's always more to do. And again, I'm gonna share this this specific album, I'll send it out by email. And Rick, if you could give me the emails of all your siblings. I have Rick and Wendy and
Vicky.
Vicky. I have the emails of Rick, Wendy, and Vicky. If you'll send me their other emails, I'll share it with them as well.
Okay, I'll send it to Connie, and also I'll get Gary's to you too.
So
I think he could help here.
yeah, so I'll share the album, and then if people want to scroll through and just put in their two cents and give us an idea of what it is, because there's still a lot of, I mean, we've probably done 1/10 of the photos that I have to go through.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
And
Just a question quick. Carrie Chandler, is that Kenneth's son?
Robert and Mary's son, I believe.
Terry?
Yeah. No,
You're saying Gary, right?
No, Terry with a T, like Tom.
Terry Chandler? Who's that?
I
That's
don't
what
know. We have a brother, Terry Compton,
yeah.
but I don't know Terry Chandler.
Okay. I may have to call him. The name's in my phone, but I'm not sure who it is either. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who lives in, let's see, Ohio?
Well,
He-
my
he wanna-
son does. I have
Pardon?
I have a son in Toledo.
Okay, we had a son that was in the northern part of Ohio, up by Kirtland. And one of Kenneth's sons that was there, he'd been in the Navy on a
Larry.
submarine.
That
That's
was
Larry?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right, yeah. Thank you for that.
He still lives in Ohio. I've forgotten the name of the town, but I just
Yeah.
talked to him 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Did you? It would be really helpful if we could get him to join the next one, if you have a way to contact him.
I do have his phone number and I'll call him again.
Thank you. That'd be super.
Oh, okay. I think you're behind a big white sign. I can't see your face.
Who's that?
There you are. Hey, okay. You're talking to Marcielle. I don't know if you know that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
all I can see too.
So Kamillia, it looks like your mouth is moving, but your microphone is muted if you're talking. I'm not sure if you're trying to say something or not, Kamillia. We can't hear you.
And she can't hear you either, apparently.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hang up now, and thank you, everybody, and we'll be in touch.
Okay.
All right,
Bye,
thank you so
everybody.
much for doing this.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Arden.
Thanks for all your help. Bye.
Bye-bye.